Good day, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in your part of the world. This is King B News and Views with another video. Researchers using advanced underwater camera find radioactive waste dumped off coast. The more we look, the more we find. This article released 13 hours ago by the Cool Down. So let's get into it and see what it's talking about. There are many things a Los Angeles scuba diver might expect to see: fish, sea lions, giant kelp forests, etc. But instead, in one section just off the coast, there lies a massive graveyard of old rusting barrels. And as it turns out, those barrels are full of radioactive chemical waste. What exactly is inside the barrels? Scientists exploring the site discovered that the barrels likely contain radioactive waste, according to phys.org. In the 20th century, it was common for toxic waste from hospitals, labs, and industrial manufacturers to be sent to sea to be dumped. And researchers speculate the companies responsible for dumping it often did so much closer to the coast than they were permitted. They shouldn't be dumping chemical waste into the waters, into the seas at all, in my opinion. There are also concerning quantities of the compound, the chlorodiphenyl trichloroethene, commonly known as DDT, concentrated around the barrels. And in the course of investigating old records, the EPA found that several other dumping sites in Southern California had been the recipients of military explosives, radioactive waste, and toxic refinery byproducts, according to the Los Angeles Times. See, they don't care. See, look, the damage that these governments have been doing to our planet, this realm, is just a travesty. They don't care about the people. They've been destroying nature. Look at how they've been burning and destroying the rainforests of the world. That's responsible for like a good percentage of the oxygen we breathe. What is marine radioactive waste? Well, why is marine radioactive waste so concerning? Broadly speaking, these chemicals are extremely harmful to all marine life. But worse, they simply do not break down. While DDT was banned from commercial use in the 1970s following the publication of environmentalist Rachel Carson's book, Silent Spring, high amounts of the chemical are still active today, and they're posing significant threats to marine environments. One recent study linked the lingering presence of DDT to an aggressive cancer in California sea lions. Yeah. It just seemed like they have been waging a war against nature, and as well as the indigenous people of the world, while they strip the planet of its natural resources, the resources that they can use, all the while looking to go elsewhere, looking to get into other dimensions. Check out, all you gotta do is just look into the work they've been doing at CERN, opening portals, right? So but that's just what it's about. The problem with the oceans as a dumping solution is once it's there, you can't go back and get it, said Ken Buseller of Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution and the Center for Marine and Environmental Radioactivity. These 56,000 barrels, for example, we're never going to get them back. You have to ask, you should be thinking, they can't be human. As well as being even from this planet, to do the things. When you really look into it and you read these stories and you look into it, what they've been doing and what they still continue to do, It's like you have a home, and instead of building up your home and protecting your home, you're busy destroying your home. You're destroying it. Who in their right mind would destroy their home? I'm just gonna use whatever I can use in this house, and the rest of it I'm just gonna destroy it. I don't care nothing about it. That's kind of like the mentality. Only an invader would do something like that. A thief break into someone's home, take whatever that's useful, take whatever's they deem useful for them, and destroy everything else. Only an invader, someone who does not belong, would do so. Would do something like this. Just my opinion, but they can't be from here. When you really, really look at it and really look into the history, even presently, they can't be from here because they don't care nothing. They don't care nothing about nature. They don't care nothing about this planet. They don't care nothing about the people. They just suck up whatever natural resources that they want. Everything else they're just destroying. Look at it. You got to see the truth. Let's continue. Mark Gold of the Natural Resources Defense Council agreed. The more we look, the more we find, and every new bit of information seems to be scarier than the last. This has shown just how egregious and harmful the dumping has been off our nation's coast, and that we have no idea how big of an issue and how big of a problem this is nationally. Think of the people who make a living or survive off of fishing. Just think about that for a moment. Because you have these toxic radioactive chemicals, and let's not forget the what happened in Japan with the nuclear site. All that nuclear waste got into the what do you think, it just disappeared? No, of course not. So again, just think of the people who make their living or they survive off of going, off of fishing. Right? What are we eating? As well as it gets into the atmosphere. The heat, the water heats up, it gets into the atmosphere, rains, and then once it rains, the ecosystem, then it rains. Now you have these toxic chemicals in the atmosphere. It rains, it gets all into the soil where we grow our food, right? For those who are into agriculture and farming. And it just spreads. These toxic chemicals, they spread. Think of the damage that have been done and that they continue to do. What's being done to remedy the threat? Several members of Congress are urging the Biden administration to dedicate long-term rather than one-time funding to address the issue of radioactive waste. We encourage the administration to think about the next 50 years, creating a long-term national plan to address this toxic legacy off the coast of our communities, they said. For concerned environmental advocates, there are many ways to pitch in and work toward a more sustainable future, from speaking with friends and family about climate issues to voting for pro-environmental politicians. And that's the end of the article. But again, just another example, right? While they continue to do whatever they please. Okay. Again, for the people who think that this is life and there's nothing we can do about it, yes, we can. I mean, again, at some point, and I keep saying this, I kind of sound like a broken record here, but I've said this in my previous videos. at some point, we're going to have to come together and stand against this, against everything, against all of this, against this wickedness at some point, right? I know a lot of us is looking up to the skies, thinking that looking for someone, some being to come drop down from the atmosphere and save us. No, we got to roll up our sleeves and band together and work together and save ourselves. What are we waiting for? Things just continue to get worse and worse and worse and worse. Look at the history. Look at what's going on now. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Right? If we want change, we have to work and fight for change. If we want true freedom, we have to work and fight for freedom. Doesn't get any more plain and simple than that. Sitting around waiting and just going along with the program. And that's what it is. It's a program. How is it benefiting us as a whole? Yes, we got some individuals, they got their money up and, they live in what they think is a good life. But how good is that life when the planet is suffering? A war has been waged against nature and this planet, this realm. So yeah, you individually may be doing good or what you call yourself successful, and you may think you have something in place or you're building something for your future generation, but what is that future generation really going to look like? And your future generations, your children, your children's children, are they really going to be able to enjoy or build upon what you have started? What kind of world are they going to be living in reality, when you look at it? What kind of world are they going to be living in? What is it going to look like? Right? Again, so there's a lot of people got to wake up. A lot of people got to wake up and get their head out of the sand and really look at everything as a whole as to what's been happening and what's been going on. And I've said before, everything that's happening, is more attention is being brought to it because of, we're in the so-called digital age. Everyone's walking around with computers and, in their pockets, cameras, recorders, right? What we call phones. But understand this, what's being reported, these things that are being done, it's not new. They've been doing this for years and years and years and years. It's just being talked about now because, once again, everyone's walking around with computers in their pockets or in their bags and could just pull out a phone and do what I'm doing right now. Take a picture, take a recording, post it. But again, they've been doing this for many, many years. While we kind of been in walking around in the days, it kind of make me think of, there have been talks about, the upcoming zombie. There's going to be a zombie apocalypse. There have been zombies walking around. A long time. Don't just look at the drug users. They got their new drug. What is that new drug that's been spreading? What do they call it? Some drug that cause people to have holes in their on their bodies is some type of new drug that drug users are using. Got the people looking like zombies. But what about the zombies walking around every day that you see that look so-called normal? Punching the clock, working at 9 to 5. They're in a zombie state. They're in a daze. They are in a daze. Work days. Same thing. Work days, 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 DAZE, days. Spelled differently. The same sound, same word. It's the same. They're walking around in the daze. Because you're in repeat. You're not doing nothing new. You wake up, the alarm goes off, you wake up, you get ready, you go to work, you do your job, you get off. You may stop off at the store, come home, eat something. You may chit chat with your loved ones for a little bit, go to sleep, wake up, repeat, and it gets to the point to where you're not even thinking during the day. You're not thinking because you're doing the same thing. It's repetitive. And when something is repetitive, you don't have to think about what you're doing because it's repetitive. You're going off of a program. You are in a daze. And this are so many people who are just unaware. They don't know what's going on. You ever try talking to some of these people? They look at you like they don't know. It's almost like you're speaking a foreign language. And they can't understand the words coming out of your mouth. They are in a daze. Right? But they're really getting fed off of. They call it currency. Currency is energy. But they say currency like it has something to do with the economy. Understand, you are currency, your energy. So you are exchanging your life force, your chi, your energy, for something that is useless and not real, that we call money. Understand this, right? So you go on working your work days, right? You're in a daze working your work weekdays, because you're getting weakened and you're just trying to make it to the weekend or weakened. Same word, folks. Weekend, weakened. Because you're weakened. You're tired. Once you make it to your weekend, you're tired. You're weakened. They're telling you what it is. Right? Think about it. We got to wake up and we got to do better. And meanwhile, while we're in the days, they just continue on destroying this realm. Taking whatever resources that they deem useful, that they want, and destroying everything else. Business as usual. While we're walking around in the days, talking about things that is of no importance. Focusing on things like, we got to pay these bills. When you're supposed to, the bills are to be exchanged. You look into all of that, UCC codes, and you look into that and you start seeing more of the truth. How we've been living life wrong. We're not even living life. Right? We don't know what it is to live life in reality. It's the truth. Well, hey, I got to make this money. Me and my family need health care. We got to, be able to pay to go to the doctors and pay those co-pays and, We need the health insurance. We need to get them pills for this and pills for that. You might need surgery for this or surgery for that. Meanwhile, you have technology like pulse electromagnetic frequency therapy, or PEMF for short. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please do look that up. I'll say it again. Pulse electromagnetic frequency therapy, or PEMF for short. Google it. All right? People are in the know. This is what they're using to heal themselves, as well as other technology that you don't know nothing about. They don't go to doctors and take pills like most of us do, right? Or those who are really up there, they just go and get another body and transfer their consciousness to another body, right? You think it's not real, or that's just something in the movies? No, they've been doing that for a very long time, right? They don't go to doctors. We living in they got us living in a false reality, and most of us, we think it's real. It's not real. We're not even living at all. Anyway, don't believe me. Don't take what I say. Just look it up for yourself. Please do look it up for yourself. See the truth for yourself. You must see the truth for yourself. If not, somebody like me, and there's plenty of others who's been speaking this truth for a long time now, we're going to continue to sound like we're crazy, or we're speaking a language you can't understand. You must see the truth for yourself. In order to truly wake up, you must see the truth for yourself. That's how that goes. But I do this, and I'm sure others do the same thing as well, in hopes that, we know we're not going to reach everyone, but if we can at least reach one or two, a few, whatever, then my job is done. I'm doing my job by getting the message out. This is King B News and Views. Thank you for tuning into this channel. Check out my previous videos where I have other important information, as well as workout videos. And those of you who have been tuning into my work, or you watching my workout video, I see the views. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have more workout videos coming. I stay on my grind working out. Remember, when it comes to working out, it's more spiritual and mental than physical. The spiritual, the mental, that comes first. Get your mind right. Align yourself spiritually. Your physical body is last. Your physical body have no choice but to follow the mental, the spiritual. But I stay on my grind. All work in progress. I have more videos. I will have more videos, workout videos that I will be posting soon. For those of you who been tuning in and watching my workout videos, I have more coming soon. All right, shout out to my subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm signing off. Remember to love yourself unconditionally. Keep your loved ones close. All right? Remember, you and your loved ones are very important. No job comes before you and your loved ones. Okay? Protect the babies and children. Protect our women. Shout out to all the natural born women out there. Shout out to everyone. We're just trying to, doing the best you can and trying to find your way. You'll find it. Just keep going. Don't give up. This is King B News and Views. Shout out to each and every one of you. To the next video. Peace.